Battlefield 6 is the hero that the FPS world needed right now.
I got you, soldier.
With its action-packed, destruction-filled.
Oh my gosh. Holy. It's nice seeing the whole world crumble around you.
And grounded gameplay. It has really won over a lot of people, but that doesn't mean it's the perfect game by any means. So how could this game possibly be the hero that the FPS world needed? Well, let me take you back to a few years ago for some context. 2021, the crappy COVID era. Halo, Call of Duty, and Battlefield all released in the same year. You know, I was like, maybe this was just me. Let me know in the comments, y'all. But I'm like, dang, okay, we could probably be in a little nice run right here. We got all of them coming out at the same time, like it's 2011 or some shit. We did not go on a nice run, y'all. Why did the 2021 titles fail at hooking us like the older games did? Well, for starters, Halo Infinite was the definition of mid. I could make a whole video about the Halo 5 debacle alone, but we're not here to talk about that, of course. And the player base for Halo Infinite fled faster than me once I heard an NBA YoungBoy song blasting in my vicinity to keep my personal belongings safe. Call of Duty Vanguard was just alright as well, and then Call of Duty failed to make any kind of innovation in the franchise for another 5 freaking years, and then there was Battlefield 2042. To be honest, I'm not even gonna say anything for this.
Dude, all of these skyscrapers have no collision at all. I'm slamming into every single. Oh, there we go. That one works. Okay, that one works.
This is hard.
And hold it.
I almost died. I'm inside the building.
You clipped into the building.
2040 hovercraft!
It was a hot, steaming pile of boo-boo ass. So, with these massive franchises repeatedly delivering us disappointment after disappointment and trying to flush away our goodwill like some big sorry piece of shit, well, you know what? We made like a big sorry piece of shit that didn't flush away easily at all.
Yeah, this is JNtheFranxx here. I don't know what the fuck I was doing with that saying. Yeah, I need to get this video out. See ya.
We clogged the toilet that was our FPS love, and we watched and waited as the big three, at least the big three to me, of the FPS genre were crumbling right before our very eyes. And we moved on to play games like The Finals.
Are you serious, my brother?
Okay, maybe that was just me. Anyways, I can hear y'all roasting me on leave me alone. But that was until the launch of Battlefield 6. Now, I'm going to break this down into 2 crucial parts of why this is the hero the FPS gaming world needed. And part 1 is the immersion.
I don't know how to fly this shit. What the fuck? Immersion. That's how you get immersed in the game.
Okay, maybe not that kind of immersion, but when you load into Battlefield 6, it is inevitable that you will start talking like John Battlefield and barking orders or callouts to your squad mates.
Oh my god, they're shooting at me.
I was gonna say, Boomer, don't do it. Don't do it! Fall back! Oh, what the fuck? How the hell did you get that res off,
coming
soldier?
right for us.
DICE realized they needed to really take a step back and make a grounded, immersive, none of the goofy, specialist bullshit they had in 2042. When players think of the Battlefield franchise, they are not thinking about what stupid quip your character has to say or what ridiculous specialist with some weird-ass skin I can flaunt around playing in my military shooter. Thankfully, DICE received that kick in the ass they needed with 2042 failing so badly, because with that, they decided to go back to their roots of what made Battlefield such a fun experience. Going out into the war zone and attacking objectives with your team or squad, yelling like John Battlefield, and your teammates aren't fucking Beavis and Butthead just feels so right. If only Call of Duty would take notes, but we all know COD players will consume anything that says Call of Duty on the cover. But in Battlefield 6, you're reminded that there are no superheroes, only soldiers, which means you're not using some ridiculous ability to wipe out an entire squad by yourself, which only further enhances the immersion. Running with your team or squad and having to coordinate attacks alongside them just feels so freaking rewarding when you accomplish that. And you think, damn, why couldn't my school projects be like this? But hearing jets fly over you and soldiers screaming out as gunshots whiz past you, DICE's excellent sound design. I mean, guys, if you have great headphones, oh my gosh, this game is like freaking magic to your eardrums. But that really just puts you in this game like, damn, I'm in the freaking war zone right now, you know? Battlefield 6 made the smart and obvious decision to be a grounded shooter and none of this silly bullshit cosmetic garbage that pretty much everyone else is doing right now. Battlefield is not the only realistic shooter out, but is by far the biggest one. I mean, Arma is out there. I think Hell Let Loose just came out. Except there's a lot of other good realistic shooters, but none of them as big as Battlefield. And Battlefield is like, you know what? We need to go back to what we was doing. Just basically not being like 2042. And then now, part 2. This is exactly what we asked for. A return to form. Really a return to the modern era. I mean, Battlefield 1 was freaking awesome. It's my second favorite game in the franchise. But Battlefield 5 was ripped apart, just like how 2042 was. And on top of that, the World War setting fatigue was really, you know, kicking in. And I don't need to talk about 2042 again, obviously.
I'm not overconfident.
It's better than everyone else. The community has been pleading with DICE to just go back to the modern era, especially since we were being served half-cooked experiments for what felt like cheap cash grabs for EA, especially after the last 2 fuck-ups by DICE. We just wanted Battlefield 4.5, basically. DICE really took it up a notch for the community with the insane amount of things you can do in the portal mode as well. Granted, it's not that great right now. I think down the line, probably give it like at least 6 months to a year, I think that portal mode would be pretty fucking awesome. But right now, it's just bots and shit again. But most importantly, though, the game just freaking works at launch. I haven't experienced any crashes or any game-breaking moments at all, which is a huge plus because another things players have been asking for and expecting from DICE for a while now is for their game to just launch in a working state. Battlefield 6 was the win DICE and the fans needed to keep its faith in the franchise, because like with Halo and COD not getting a consensus or majority player base to truly enjoy the latest entries to their respective franchises, Battlefield took the easy layup. Unlike with Halo, it's not just a freaking remake, which holy shit, I'm gonna make a video on that for y'all because god damn it, I have a lot to say. But they took a layup that made sense and actually was something we wanted. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but there's so many other big franchises that need to follow what EA did with Battlefield.
What did you say, nigga?
Disney. I mean, sometimes it's easy to just listen to your community and be like, you know what? Everyone's saying we want this. Let's do that shit. But you know, they could not afford to disappoint us with another garbage-ass Battlefield. I just hope that Battlefield is big enough to really show people that we gotta stop letting these companies fuck around like they have been and just making cheap rehashes of the same game over and over, or just not trying to take any risk making the most unfinished, bullshit-ass carbon copy game. I'm looking at y'all sports fans because y'all helping these motherfuckers out. Y'all really need to help us out and gain some self-control so these shitty business practices of making the same thing year after year or making some half-assed project that you know is not going to be good doesn't keep getting served to us. Now, with all that being said, Battlefield 6 is not the perfect game, but it's the game that we needed right now to really just be like, okay, Battlefield can actually do something right. Because out of the big 3, and like I said, it's the big 3 to me, they're all fucking up. And like I said, I'm going to get to Halo. You know, what I hope is is that, you know, Battlefield just really shows us gamers like, yeah, company, stop fucking around and give us something we actually fucking enjoy. And if you're gonna try something different, don't do a half-assed fucking bullshit experiment and sell it to us for $70. I'm just glad that Battlefield is in an awesome state. I'm glad the franchise is back. I mean, this feels like it's back. Like I said, the game's not perfect, but I'm gonna make a separate video on that. So I'm just glad that we can have fun on a Battlefield again. And also, I got to give a special shout out to this content creator, Cambit.
The GOAT! The GOAT!
This guy is a freaking beast at what he does. I mean, he is one of the best graphic designers. I'd say he is the best. I don't really know anyone else. I don't know. I said one of, but he's the best graphic designer I've ever freaking seen on YouTube. He's completely guided me on how to make my thumbnails through his videos. I highly recommend his channel. I think you guys need to check it out, especially if you're making videos like me and doing it all on your own. Hey, you got to check his channel out. He has the best stuff. I promise you, you guys will not be disappointed. So shout out Canvas. I'm gonna put a link to his channel below because he deserves a shout out. That man's the freaking go. But anyways, y'all, I'm about to hop in my Franks because I got a lot more other videos to work on because I am behind as fuck in this shit right now. But you know, I'm gonna talk to y'all later, y'all. Hop in my Franks and fly on out of here. Your handler has some shit to do. So peace, y'all.